So every year I decorate for Christmas on November 1st and everyone acts like I'm crazy. So this year I was like, okay, let me take it back. Let me decorate on like the 10th. And everyone decided to decorate on November 1st. So now I'm behind. So this is how I prep my apartment to be decorated for Christmas. I basically put anything that's not Christmas related away in boxes because I don't have enough room to put out Christmas decorations and leave my all year decorations out too. We're also getting 2 new pieces of furniture delivered today, which I promise is not part of the usual annual Christmas prep. When we first moved out, we got everything from IKEA or Amazon, which is totally fine. But now as things are kind of breaking or not lasting, I'm replacing it with things that will last. Unfortunately, Simon is not a fan of the new storage coffee table, but I pretty much want everything to be clean before I bring the Christmas decorations in. I steam the floor with my favorite steam mop. It like scrubs the floor and steams it at the same time. I also was not thinking when we bought our washable rug, and I didn't realize that it wouldn't fit in a normal washer. And we do have a commercial size washer downstairs for all of our building residents, but it doesn't even fit in that. So I don't know where I'm supposed to wash it. So I actually sent it out to get dry cleaned, which I know sounds totally ridiculous, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a washable rug. Like I thought I'd just be able to throw it in the wash, but obviously I did not read the specifications. And for some reason, I always decide to do these things when my boyfriend's at work. I'm like, oh, let me lift up the couch while he's not home, even though he could just help me when he is home. But the ADHD prevents me from waiting to do something once I thought about it. I'm pretty much using the console for anything that doesn't fit in the kitchen cabinets, which is most stuff. Speaking of living with a guy, what do all of you do about the wire situation? Like I wasn't prepared to have a subwoofer in my apartment, so I never really know what to do with all of the wires that are needed for that. So yeah, I'll need to find a way to hide this surge protector. Maybe I'll get a box for it. Maybe I'll just put storage baskets under the TV unit and that'll hide it. But everything is empty. We have a clean slate just in time for the Christmas decor to arrive. I may live in a 1-bedroom apartment, but that will not stop me from having an absurd amount of Christmas decor. This is one of 3 bags, so we have a lot to get through. So the plan was to do the tension rod garland tack, but unfortunately I didn't measure and the tension rod was 1 inch too small. We've lived in 3 different places in the last 3 years, so I don't have a set in stone plan of where everything goes. I kind of just play it by ear, take stuff out of the bag and put it up, and then I move it around if it doesn't look right. I put the garland on the mirror for now. Honestly, I kind of like this. I might ditch the tension rod. Let me know your thoughts. My style is beige, but I do not do beige Christmas decor. I want it to look like it's 2005 in here. This snow globe is actually from 2005 and it sings. I'll show you after. Whether or not you grew up in a colored lights home pretty much sets you up for life. I didn't, so I kind of skew more neutral, but I try to make everything red and green. Something I always do is any like fruit bowl or serving bowl you have, just fill it up with ornaments, acorns, some pine from Amazon, and then it's a centerpiece. I have a pack of acorns and a pack of bells that I use in various centerpieces around the apartment. Also, I've been collecting all this decor for years, so if you're just starting out and you only have a few things, that is normal. All right, we only got through 1 bag. Tomorrow we'll do the tree, and as promised, here's the globe playing music. So last year, I was the first neighbor to put up the Christmas tree, but this year I waited too long and I might have already lost, so we gotta get moving. I ordered an 8-foot tree, which I know seems crazy. Like, I have no storage. But honestly, Christmas is what brings me joy, so I allowed it. We also have a lot of vertical space and not much horizontal, so I gotta take advantage of that. We have a ton of ornaments I've collected, and Simon thinks that anything that's in the shape of a sphere is a ball for him. I love the look of bows on a tree, so I got this velvet ribbon, and I made about 2 dozen bows using a chair. You turn them upside down, and it just makes it a lot easier to make a bow. I can make another video on this if that's helpful. And then things kind of got crazy. So I got this sideboard delivered last week, but they came to replace it because something was wrong with it. And this is me realizing that this one wobbles. So something's wrong with this one too. Maybe I'm being crazy. I'm usually not this picky, but it was a lot. So I kind of want it to last a long time and be perfect. But I redecorated it in the meantime because it won't come for another week or so. Something I've learned is put ornaments on the inside and work your way out and use the bows to cover the tree trunk if you have a fake tree like me. We only have like 2 sentimental ornaments, but eventually I would love to have a ton, like a whole tree of them. As soon as we realized there was a problem with the lights, I had to rip my cardigan off. I don't know why. I cannot figure anything out or focus on anything if I'm hot. This is why you shouldn't listen to advice on TikTok. I always did the garland first, and I saw a TikTok that was like, oh no, you should do it last. So I was like, okay, I'll do it last, and it was way harder. So from now on, I'm gonna do it first. But everything looks amazing and Christmassy in here, and I think tomorrow is gonna be the final day. So stay tuned. All right, we're having family over this weekend, so I was like, all right, let me finish decorating for Christmas. We're also getting a bed delivered today, a storage bed actually, because I was like, oh, that would be so useful. So last night we got rid of our bed frame, and if you haven't been following, I ordered this media unit like a month ago because I was like, I'm finally ready to get really nice furniture. And the first 2 that came, there were issues with, like major issues, like it wobbled, one of them was dented, and this is the 3rd and final one. But the last 3 weeks, it's been part of my weekly routine that I empty the media unit, get the new one delivered, decorate it for Christmas again, which obviously worse things could happen in life, but I'm happy to be done with that. I'm like 90% done decorating. I just have a few final touches. Like I found this centerpiece wreath at Trader Joe's and I was like, oh, that would be perfect. So I usually don't order a lot of new decorations, but I saw this snowman on Amazon on and I was like, oh my God, he's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Simon, unfortunately, is terrified of everything, and there's no way that they're gonna be able to live together. I'm gonna give it a day, but I think he needs to go back to Amazon. So then the bed delivery people knocked on the door, and I was kind of relieved because last night after we got rid of the bed frame, I was like, oh my God, imagine if something went wrong with the delivery and we had no bed for a month. Like, we were really banking on it coming. And then they were like, sorry, but it's damaged and we have to send it back. And the new one won't come till January. So I was like, oh my God, no, it's fine. Like, I'll take it damaged. Please bring it in. And they were like, no, we can't. Which I totally get. And like, were we crazy for getting rid of the bed frame the night before? I just figured we have a 1-bedroom. We don't have enough room to have an extra king bed frame laying around. But now I know, keep your furniture until the new one arrives. I also got this bathroom cleaning brush, which originally I just got for the bathroom, but I'm realizing how many things you could clean with it. I mean, you can just get a Swiffer and do it manually, but this is really fun too. And we are finally done decorating. I'm thrilled with how this turned out. I cannot wait to just marinate in this for the next 2 months. I think I mentioned this, but keep in mind, this is 4 years of collecting Christmas items. A lot of it were passed down. So if you're just starting out and you only have like 2 things, that's okay. Also, someone please remind me to hide the wires under this. I cannot look at them anymore.